1-0 ball game for most of the night. What did you like about your team's approach to stay with it and finally break this one open a little bit?
Well, I think we had good at bats. I think we had a couple of opportunities. We hit some balls hard and hit a few balls right at people. I think their pitchers did a good job. Stayed in the zone, made good pitches, made us work for it. Again, we didn't push too much across despite those good at bats, and Miggy had a big swing to put us up, and Jake did a great job.
And you had some nice at-bats and some nice hits from Luis Arias, but also on top of that, some nice heads-up base running as well. What did you like about his game? Well,
he's just a headsy player, especially for such a young guy. It's very, very impressive, and he's not just having good at-bats. He's out there hitting the ball around the ballpark, spraying it around and doing what he does. It's not by chance. I mean, that this is what he is as a player. It's what we've seen. It's what he's done in the minor leagues, and it's translating to the big leagues.
For a team that's hit a lot of home runs, nice to get to know who's a guy that hits a lot of home runs, and he provided the difference tonight.
Yeah, it's just a good swing. He stayed through the ball well and drove it out that way. He has that kind of power. I mean, he hits the ball on the barrel and gets it up in the air. He has the kind of strength where, regardless of where you're playing, he can drive the ball out anywhere, and it's just a big hit. It's just a game-changing type of at bat for him, and great for us.
2 homers in 3 games since he's come back. How much of the lift and confidence does that give him?
Well, I'm sure, being back was, firstly, it was big for him to just rejoin his teammates and to get back into the swing of things. I talk about it a lot. He's been very patient, has worked very hard to get here right now. But, he likes to go out there and hit balls hard, and that's what he's doing. And, having him just, planted somewhere in the lineup it's a good feeling, and I think his teammates are, feeding off him as well because he's bringing good energy.
After the long layoff, when you look at Miguel right now, in his at-bats, do you see a guy that's still kind of settling in, or do you think he's hit his groove or beginning to hit his groove right now?
Well, I think like anyone that misses, that amount of time, it probably does come in spurts and things. Again, I hate bringing it up, but I've seen this many times over, and it does normally take a while for guys to get into the swing of things. Sometimes it's even not just weeks, but sometimes months before guys feel really comfortable after missing that amount of time, which makes the good swings that he's putting on the ball right now even more impressive.
Was there any thought of sending Jake back out there for the 6th?
Obviously we talk about everything and kind of contemplate what we're working with. I think he gave us 5 great innings. I think he had to work and make a ton of really good pitches. The last 2 innings he was out there, I mean, the Angels had very, very good at bats, and Jake did not let up in any way. He continued to make good pitches and continued to work for his 5 innings, and I think it was the right time, and we have a relatively fresh bullpen, and we went to him.
You saw this team just a week ago. What adjustments did he make from that start to be so effective today?
Well, I mean, they're more fine adjustments than anything else. I think we talk about execution a lot, and a lot of the times it's not changing, big picture ideas or how you're going to attack hitters. A lot of times it's just trying to make better pitches than you made even last time out. And with some hitters, you do have to make those game-to-game adjustments, and with other guys, you stick to what you think will work and roll it over into the next game. But Jake's a guy that takes a lot of time and energy to make sure that what he's doing out there is the right thing, and it's showing.
Something in particular towards Mike Trout today that changed? He had a couple of huge at-bats where you got him.
Not really. I think we made some good pitches. I think you have to stick with what you think is the right thing. It's Mike Trout. He's probably the best player we're going to see. He's the best player not just out there now, but that maybe we'll ever see. But that being said, our guys aren't intimidated in any way. They go out there and try to make good pitches, and they did. And it was a good night for us, and not just those at bats, but and a lot of at bats. Our pitchers threw the ball exceptionally well today.